Hello, now then, welcome back. This is episode 13 of the Iron Glide, Iron Teeth hard mode playthrough. We are currently in Temperate Cycle, day 2. We are currently trying to fix a few bits and pieces that we have about the place for long-term water storage, which are these guys down here. Hopefully this will be enough. Let's get that on paused. And we also need to grow the beaver population, as when we are sinking all of the resources into here, we generally start to lose out. Not so much everywhere, but certainly a lot of places lack enough beavers to work. So to that end, we need to replace these pods with the ones that spit out the adults, which are these bad boys, advanced breeding pods. With this we need berries and extract, which we have, shown here, and berries over here, shown there. And this is hopefully going to improve some things with the population and getting it grown so we don't have to wait too long for these beavers. Last time, or a few episodes ago before that, I built this thing, which was a massive waste of time because I didn't have any pine resin, which led me to build this. If you watch the last episode, I spent quite a while tediously pulling out the oaks and then filling it with these pines here. They are pretty much just about ready, but we need to get someone in here looking at the state of that, so let's just put that and we'll get the haulers coming in to sort that. Good, so they're tearing through getting these built, which is lovely. What we do need to do is, if I get rid of these, get these built as top priority and fix the path. You can probably guess what we're doing. And we are going to put in 2 more tanks just here. And I hope that this should be enough what we need. So we laid in some pine resin storage down here. I'd like to set that to supply. And I would like to get just a little bit of storage up here for this thing to pull on should it need to. So it's just a little one of these. There we go. And I would like to set that to obtain. I'd like that to be done next. As once that's built, the haulers can get that filled up, ready for this guy. Thank you. So, while they're building that, let's see if we can't figure out why this floods. What are these set to? Probably a little bit too high. Let's just knock that down slightly. So where are we missing workers? So generally here. Yeah, so that will disappear once we put them in, so we're going to need people in. So where are they going then if they're not? We have... that's homeless. That's possibly what I should pay attention to. So we do also need to fix that problem. I think that's going to be easily sorted with just getting some more of these bad boys. I'm going to lay in 3, but pause these 2 for now because I don't want to build too many. May as well get those laid in while we can. And can we do anything funky? Yes, I have got the free mode camera on so I can break the shadows. Not supposed to do that, but no one will mind. I'm actually going to pause that and unpause that one. As I do want to get them up here, just so we can get a bit of decoration benefit for them. What to put in though, that's the question. Perhaps actually that might be a good shout. Yes, we'll put that in there. And can we squeeze one anywhere else? really that makes a difference to the beavers themselves, unless we do have a sneaky bust hidden behind here. It's probably not the best, but I'll give them something to look out the window there, and we've already got the plants there, so hopefully that'll do. We'll put a roof on there once they're all built. Awesome. So, is someone in here? They are collecting. Good. Is pine resin making it over here? It is. Good. Is it over here? Yes. So this is going to create sparkly planks, so that's pine resin. We will need also this to store some planks. I've already got storage for that, again, built foolishly. But we do want someone in here eventually. I am going to high prioritize that slightly, just for the fact that we could do with getting them built so we can get the advanced breeding pods sorted. So, metal blocks isn't, well, it is currently a problem because they're building these two, but we can reprioritize one of those if we need to. So any of these, have these kicked out? I think goodbye to this guy and goodbye to this guy. Yes. Let's replace these two, and that should give us the advantage of getting adult beavers born straight into the workforce, which is kind of weird and wonderful, but still, it's what we need. Right, so okay, that'll take some metal blocks, that's not a problem. That's going to wait on the planks. It's this guy. How long do they actually take to make? 3 hours. Okay, fair enough. Not as bad as it could be. Right, let's see how these are. So that's gear shortage. Yes, and that's everything shortage. Okay. There are people in there. Gears. I have one. Let's just pause this, I think, and hopefully get someone into there. Let's have a quick look at this. That's the drought. So they're going to empty all of this. And I will leave them all pumping. So that's a decent amount of pine resin already pulled out of here. So that should keep them busy. So it was probably worth planting them earlier anyway and waiting for them. So that's good. Corn continues to be amazing. There's tons of it up here ready to go. And not much we can do with it. These are starting to come in as well. So these mangroves, I'm pretty much putting them here for the fruit. And that'll be it. As an extra food stuff for the beavers to enjoy. We probably should look at dealing with some other bits and pieces in here as well, as we still have quite low well-being. So what can we do to improve? It's probably going to be something along the lines of Flame of Unity or something like that to add a big boost quickly. Exercise Plus is not doing too well. They need power, so I don't really want to do much with those. Not yet, anyway. Could be worth getting some more decoration in. So will the clock reach quite a few of them? I think it will. Which way is it facing, more importantly? Yes. Not too much of a problem with the science point of view because we have the old number cruncher up here doing its stuff. good. Right, so hopefully once that's done, we can get a bit more in terms of the basics in for gears and metal. We are nearly finished up here. I do want to turn this area into more... probably the actual zone where the guys are going to live, because I'm kind of out of space down here. So I want to get them shifted up to this end, but I wanted to get this out of the way first, so that shouldn't take them too long. There's still quite a bit of scrap to go, but with all of the other bits and pieces in. So what are these waiting on? I've got all of those. Okay, so it's just the blocks. I'm going to prioritize these, I think, over the tank. The sooner they get filled up, the better. How are we looking for food? So, corn rations. Still space for those. That's possibly why. So once we can grow the population just a little bit more, I want to try and up the numbers of haulers first. Once that's finished, I'll probably disable these builders. Don't think we're going to need to be too concerned about building anything just yet until this is gone. It might be an idea to get more of them up here, but I want to get them concentrating on this, to be fair, so I will leave it well alone. At least those are built now, so that should be next. The advantage of all this water here, which there's 14,000 of it, is it won't evaporate out of these tanks despite it being opened up. And we still have these 3 down here, so we're all good from that front. How much do these take? So they take 2 extract and we've got 110, so we will need someone in here at some point. Just see how far away these are from being finished. There's 1, 2, 3 coming in. That shouldn't be too bad. It's just a bit of a bottleneck behind this. Oh, not anymore actually, because all those are finished. That's fine. Right, so the next big thing that we're going to need to look at getting the beavers working on is finishing off power in here. So this was possibly not really needed just yet, but it's always better to get it in when we can. We might need to readjust some things there as well. Let's see, is that... oh, it is just a bridge, okay. Let's just delete that. Finish whatever it is you're doing. Good. Take that out. And chuck in a levy. And then, well, they get to that. Let's lay that in and see what we have to work with here. So, it's going to be a case of getting these guys across here like that. So let's just assign a bit of priority to these guys. So let's get that sorted, and followed by that. Oops, wrong button. That'll reconnect all this. So there's a ton of bad waters, so we're fine with that. They'll sort themselves out soon. Down a gatherer. That's not too bad. They're stewing nicely in whatever these guys look like as they grow up in here. In their various goos. So, don't think we need this guy down here anymore, so let's get rid of that. Good. Gears went the way up. Metal's starting to improve. It's fine. This should then fix all of the problems in here. And how much are we generating? Not enough. Not enough. Okay, so I believe then the time may be nigh to get this other guy here going. So let's sort that out now. I can't remember if this made that much of a difference to the overall water pressure coming out of here, but we will find out shortly. So I would like to install a dirt excavator soon, because I'd like to fill this in, but it may just be that we have to let this dry out and then get this filled with levees. Time being, it's a bit dirty, but it'll do the job, or just cover it like I did with these. Which in fact might be the better way of doing it. So let's just do that, I think. It just gives us an extra bit of land to deal with. Could probably efficientize these paths. It's not a word, but I've just made it up. Let's just demolish the path if I can select it. Again, a bit of an issue there, but let's just make that top priority. And then for this, we will just simply get the power and run it this way. So that's top priority. These can be next highest priority. In fact, no. No. These should be the next highest priority. As someone will get stuck. What am I doing? Wow, that's tedious. There we go. Right, nobody should get stuck. With any luck. Once that first row's in, we can unpause all that. And then they can build the power line without too much of an issue. Good, everything's all connected back up here. There's no one in there, which is a bit of a issue, but never mind. They are starting to dump stuff into there. These should probably be set to obtain again. Just to speed up the construction of that. And we probably need to get the beavers up to this level so they can start, well, I mean they're up to this level, but get over here to start carving this metal out as well. As I don't really want to get too involved with the mines just yet. Not until we get possibly into bots. I think they will make our lives just a little bit easier. So what I think we're also going to do is what we did here, which is a bit of a cheese, I think, but needs must. We will have to redo all of these at some point. Can they get to... They can't get to all of that. They can still get to 2 of them. What we might be able to do is just put a sneak little one-way bridge in. It's pretty dirty, but it'll work. And then here we're going to put in this guy. What does this one need? He needs power. That does not, but in his beavers. So I think we're going to get that placed there. It's a big chunk of science, but the benefit to the beavers will be pretty good. So why is this struggling? Because that should be obtained, so they should be pulled from anywhere else. You've got no corn. You have very little corn. Okay. That makes not a lot of sense. Is that because all the haulers are busy? Possibly. And I guess we've had a load of people die, which... yeah. Certainly not ideal. But hopefully these will not take too long to start kicking out enough. We'll replace some of them. I think we'll keep 1 or 2 just for baby beavers, because you never know. It's quite nice to have them around. So would it be easier just to get the haulers to do this and not prioritize these guys? Because these guys should be able to go get their own corn from here. And I would hope that they're clever enough to go and get that. It's not massively efficient, but if they can just top this up and the haulers pull this out and take it down here, hopefully that'll improve the numbers. Oh, we do have some fruits. That's good. You cannot plant anything else, so I think it's time to say goodbye to you. And food-wise, we'll just have a little... mangroves. If someone works in there. Again, shout out to your beavers. Although we are fine on jobs actually, we're about balanced out. That's good. We get that turned back on. Other than that, I think we're actually balanced on everything. We need to get someone in there to get those going. So we need 3 more beavers. Let's see how far they are. 1. We need 2 more beavers. And the rest will come in soon. You'll need a path. So I need a temporary path, but that should do to get them up here. We could probably get them to unpause this. I'd be able to build that from the corner, I believe. And with any luck... they're doing that in a random order, but whatever. They will do what they want to do, I suppose. Let's see. So, gears and metal blocks will be a problem, but let's just get that open straight away anyway. So how long have we got left on this? So it's another 15 days. Okay. It's a long drought then. As this is now bone dry, we can pause these, as these have got absolutely nothing to do. That may cause us some problems down here from the point of view of keeping this water going for 15 days. This will not last that long, and I am not going to put in any fluid dumps, but we do have a phenomenal amount of water stored, so the major concern is pretty much over with that. I actually am going to put 3 back in because I always forget to turn them back on, so that's fine. Right, so okay, they built those. Let's get another one of those open up. Too far. Logs are fine, planks are terrible. Okay. And that's probably because the sparky planks, to be fair. So, let's... Priorities are in, so let's just make sure that that gets sorted first. Any luck, they should get right onto that. We should turn that on, see that does the power. Not enough. So it's just a waiting game behind the planks looking at this. We can at least get these unpaused. So with that all in, they can at least step on this without getting stuck. So that will make my life easier, as we won't need to unstuck them. So that's that built. How are these doing? Less well than they should be. But we are back up to 1,000 of corn rations, that's fine. We could probably look to diversify the foods again once this is sorted. So what I think, aha, nice. Not sure what we've done to achieve this, but I guess I've got corn. Oh, it could be mangrove fruits actually. That's probably pushed us up. What else have we got? Yeah, nothing I can think of that would have made that much of a difference to them, although the clock seems to be pulling its weight, that's for sure. That's okay. That was a good install. Take that as a win. So how much is left? Not much. So we have 1 million beavers here, so I am just going to set them to work to rip this out as quickly as humanly possible. Beaverly possible, should I say. Gather as flags. So that should be space for 7 beavers. And it's probably wise. Is it going to be wise? We can't get over that anyway, so it will be wise to do this. Obviously. Thanks. I'll take the roundabout way, and again, this is just going to be get those guys in there, and there's some storage for them to dump it in. So this will be scrap as supply. Let me get around to that at their leisure. So what are they building now? Okay, why aren't you building these? Let's fix that then. Yes, please. I thought they were still set to high. Guess oh yes, I took it off. I remember now. It all comes back to me. And then I would also like these doing. Probably gonna need another place to dump all this. So let's storageify this. And again, we'll just bump the priority on that. These should be in the queue first. So logs are not looking super well. But we do have this guy in here, so it should just be a case of waiting for someone to cut down the trees. But there's plenty of oaks. It's a bit of an odd one. Is it because... Probably. These guys are having to walk to the other end of creation to dump the logs in down here. Because I think I took out the... There used to be one up here somewhere. Oh, it's here. Yeah, so... I mean, there's still enough to get it built, to be fair, so it shouldn't take them long. So, that is not producing as much as I'd hoped. But it'll have to do. So that should not take them long to put that down. Cool. So I think for this episode, I'm not going to wait until the end of the season, just because it's going to be hanging around, but waiting for this to finish before I start any big projects. So the next thing I want to do, other than starting this, is I want to see if we can work some proper magic on this bad water and potentially look to use the big water wheels here. But what I would like to do, if you watch the previous series, is do something pretty funky with tunnels. So I'd like to sink all of the water in here down into a tunnel underground and just run it through. As I think it worked pretty well for us last time. This is obviously producing not enough, but some. I mean, to be fair, that'll probably make a big difference. We're not hurting for a science right now, so I don't think we're too concerned. So yeah, so we're above, so happy days. Can't really turn one of these off though, so it's not ideal, but it'll be fine for what we need. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is just dig straight down here. We already have the tunnels unlocked, as we did that to build this little bypass for the bad water there, and see how we go with that. So the power is going to be our next project, major project anyway. So tune in for the next episode for starting that, and other than that, thank you very much for coming along. If you have any comments, please put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.